have something.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got episode 1 of Do You Think I Have Something? And I picked probably the most difficult guest for the first episode, Dan Goodman. Very funny guy, a guy that I've quietly admired for many, many years. His jokes were just phenomenal. Also a maniac, though. I'm probably the most critical guy that I've ever met. We'll talk about it. Just a brilliant guy. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. This was my one-on-one interview with a guy that one of my heroes, Dan Goodman.
Are we recording?
It says it here, yeah.
Yeah.
The red.
The red? All right.
This is the entire show. It's just like wondering if we're actually recording.
Dan, I'm afraid. Let's start the show with Dan, I'm afraid. What is this going to be?
I don't really know. I have notes. I wrote notes for you.
Okay.
Okay, I printed it out.
I feel like for you, that's a big deal.
It is, yeah. It is.
I want, for the listeners at home, I want to be noted that the notes look like the fucking crazy person. And they're very sparse.
Very sparse.
And there doesn't look to be actual words. Is it like Enfield code? It's
code, yeah. There's codes.
All right, let's do this.
How long have I known you now? 15 years?
No.
Less.
More.
I moved here in 2009, so.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
In 15 years.
What year did you land here?
Before that, I don't know, maybe 8?
2008? Okay, so around that vicinity, yeah. So yeah, the show is, the premise for the show is going to ask you some questions, work on my interviews. This is my third go around doing this. The first 3 times sucked, but.
What happened? Tell me who you interviewed the first 3 times.
I had Eric Schmidt. That was good.
Who's Eric Schmidt?
He runs that show.
Snakes?
Yes.
Oh, I know Eric Schmidt.
Yeah, nice guy.
Funny guy.
And he was.
Why'd it go bad, Dan?
He was nothing with him.
I assume that.
Not something with me. I was in Bushwick at some studio.
It's like a vampire in the sun. You can't be there.
That's 1,000% right.
I feel like you're okay downtown.
Downtown, I'm okay.
You're okay.
Right.
You're still in the confines of Manhattan.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Brooklyn, they can smell it on me.
Yeah,
a mile away. Like, this guy's got a minivan. He doesn't belong here.
For the record, Dan has 2 different colored socks on. I just want that.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's no problem.
Who else? Oh, and then I had Jeff on. So Jeff has never called me unsolicited in the 15 years I've known him. He called me after I interviewed him for this, and he said, I think you actually have something here.
Because I was asking him.
Yeah, so the fact that he's never said anything positive and saying something positive means I feel like
I'm a little sad for you that he's never called you.
Well, he's not a caller.
Yeah,
I'm a caller. Yeah, he's
a
texter.
Yeah,
he's a texter. But he also loves, as the English say, taking the piss. Probably more than anybody I've ever met.
Well, Dan, that's more you than everyone else.
That's true too.
You really push people to it.
That's 100%. I think subconsciously I love the smoke, as the young
people say. You love the smoke.
Love it. And
Dan, this is the most subdued I've ever seen you.
Yeah.
Is this professional mode? Because I feel like you got to go full copy.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. So what fascinates me about you is when I first really started hanging out with you, our friendship really started at the gym, because you were going to the gym on the Upper West.
Oh, you Reebok?
Yeah, the Reebok gym. Yep. And
oh yeah, I remember that.
And
good gym.
Fantastic gym.
Equinox took it over, those motherfuckers.
Yeah. The basketball court's gone, which is the whole reason I used that gym.
I like the commissary.
Commissary was nice.
It was really like you could get a salmon salad for $10.
Right.
And it was a full piece of salmon.
Okay, so that takes me to my next question here. Your observations are unbelievable to me. So when I first met you at the gym, you went on a 20-minute rant about the fluffiness of the towels.
They're nice. They were incredible.
They were incredible. But my insecurity is this guy this brilliant of an observational mind that I never would have noticed I would have worked out there for 40 fucking years.
You serious?
And never noticed the fluffiness of the
towel. Did you ever do towels at the New York Sports Club?
I never did towels at New York Sports Club.
They're not big enough, so they make you ashamed of your body, right? Like everyone, even at my fittest, I would go try and put a New York Sports Club towel around my body.
Oh my God.
It would not fit. And then so you're like, oh, I got to keep working. And they're just made of burlap. And so that's why I noticed the towels. Because I was coming from New York Sports Club, which is out of business, right?
I think the pandemic killed them. Yeah, I think there's a handful left.
Thank God, yeah.
What about Blink towels? You ever use Blink towels?
I haven't set foot in a Blink. Oh, actually, I did. Yeah, actually, you know what? You know what it is about Blink towels? You got to pay extra for them.
Oh,
so wouldn't know.
Well, I've always said you could get a job as a professional tester of something because you find the critiques and everything, which is amazing.
I have done QA work for like engineers.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's just my family background.
Right.
Like me and like that's just who the Goodmans are.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Like my grandfather was an electrical engineer, and for like the satellite program, we would just sit there and look for things wrong.
Okay.
And it's fun. It's great for satellites. It's terrible for human interaction.
Because I was talking to like one of my friends, people that don't know you, and it's like I always say it's like you like live in my mind because even when I try to roast you, like the last time I saw you a few months ago, one of the last times, and your wine thing is I was trying to roast you about liking wine, and I said, hey, you want your Beaujolais? And you came back with, is that the only wine that you know? And it is the only wine that I know. It's like, how is this guy in my head like this? This is just crazy to me, You know
what my favorite wine question is?
Tell me.
Because I'm like so deep in.
Yeah.
Someone, like I was talking to somebody and they're like, what do you like? Like, you like red? You like white? And I was like, dude, just can't. I mean, I can't even. Like, that's it, red or white? You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
That's the giveaway.
Yeah.
And I'll also say why you're interesting to me is, the longer I'm alive on this planet, I really evaluate people by one criteria, and that's how do they treat you when you can't do anything for them? And by that metric, you're a good guy because you were always nice to me early on, even when I couldn't, comedy-wise, really do anything for you. Not that I can't today, but you get what I'm saying. Like I believe if I was like Jeff Bezos or if I was like, Harvey Weinstein, you'd be the same guy towards me. Maybe not the best analogy.
No,
but you get
I
what I'm
understand.
saying.
I actually came up recently because I was some person wanted to get a job at my day job.
Okay.
And she was like a partner at Goldman Sachs.
Okay. Did you sign the pledge, by the way? You saw that today?
No.
There's the Goldman, and they have to do a loyalty oath every 3 months now. Yeah,
cool.
So
Yeah,
the Goldman pledge. I just took it.
Now, do they have to wear a hood when they do that or not? And this lady was like really putting pressure on me to hire her son. And I was like, I do not care.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that is like really like, it's not always helpful. People who work that way, I think it's a real slower way to be.
Okay. In what sense?
Because if you're willing to like bend and just give people what they want.
Right.
Then like sometimes they reciprocate, sometimes they don't.
Okay.
But I actually always feel with wealthy people, they want you to reciprocate and their reciprocation's not always. Like she's putting pressure on me to like hire her son, right?
Okay.
And in my head, I'm like, but what could you even give me? Like,
okay.
Because I'm not in finance.
Right.
Like, are you going to fund my movie? Absolutely not.
Okay.
But it's like this, I think people in the finance community and the business community live in this world like, somewhere down the road. But then like they're in this world where they're always doing favors and people are always doing favors for them. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm not in the trust circle. So like,
right.
And I actually think that like poor and middle class people get fucked all the time on that.
Okay.
Especially, and same with famous people too.
Okay.
Like Pam and Tommy's the best example.
The film. Yeah.
But like the contractor goes in, he's super excited for Tommy Lee.
Right.
And it's all like whatever Tommy wants, like whatever, like, okay, make some changes. And then, because it's Tommy Lee, it's all going to come back to you.
Uh-huh.
And then Tommy Lee doesn't think that.
Right.
Because you're not in Tommy Lee's trust circle.
Right.
So then he stiffs him on the payment.
Right.
And that, like, what happened afterwards is obviously everyone knows. He goes and steals the sex tape. But I was like, oh, but that's why I always think with like, I actually just don't trust it's ever going to come back around. So it's easier for me to just be like, nah, I don't want anything from anybody.
Interesting, but you were always kind to me, though, is what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm waxing your car a little bit here.
I don't I don't think I wouldn't understand a different way to be.
Okay.
Meaning like, if you, it's because then I also hate myself when I'm like, I want this thing from this person, and I'm like trying to buddy up with them. One of the worst experiences in comedy was like making friends with Jamie Kilstein early on.
Oh, well, wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Because I was desperate to get out of Philly comedy.
Okay.
He's floating connections.
Okay.
Left and right, and I was like, oh, it might be good to be friends with this person who I feel so about their comedy.
Yes.
Right, and then
wasn't he a slam poet early on? I think he was.
No, that came. That actually, believe it or not, came later.
Oh my god!
He reversed engineered stand up.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
But I was thinking, I was like, it led to a bunch of bad experiences, and I was like, why am I doing this?
Okay,
like
you felt gross.
Yeah. Now the flip side of that is I've just made friends with people I thought were funny.
Right.
And it's just the worst career move ever.
Right.
Right. And all my friends are still funny, but like, what are they doing?
Right. Well, our Dice, our mutual hero, really my hero, but he has that great, I love his lines on like life, especially showbiz. And one of my favorite ones is he's talking about how comedians are crapping on some comic that's, that literally a week ago they could have cared less about. And the only thing that's changed is how successful he or she is now.
Oh,
and it's literally like the perception goes like this. And it just.
One of my favorite memories is we were at an Adam Newman house party.
Oh, I think I know this.
Early 2010s.
Yes.
People, it was his house party.
Wow.
Like he lived in like some kind of crazy like commune, like loft with like 8 people.
Right.
They were just playing his album and laughing at it, like other New York comics. And then like he did Letterman, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Adam's a good guy."
Oh wow, that's hysterical.
He's a real good guy.
Literally, all that changed was the credit.
Yeah, it's just the credit. I actually think there's a whole generation of our comics that we know were always on that. Like they made some of them seem cooler or less cooler, but I think it's always been about like it's never about who's funny. It's
never about that. No,
it's never about that.
No.
So I always think that but I don't actually I'm not comfortable being that way.
Right.
So whatever I thought of you is how I was going to treat you.
And I like that about, but that's rare though.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I actually think it's just a harder way to be.
Right.
For me, I would say it's a simpler way to be because I can't. The other way causes me agita.
Interesting.
Being like, ugh. I'm like go home and I'm like disgusted how I was like, oh, you just were like laughed at that person's jokes because you want something from them, and I have like a whole internal awful discussion with myself. So that's just simpler for me to just be like give someone an honest reaction and move.
Well, it's like I have this in my notes. Like, do you ever get down on yourself? Because you strike me as a very confident guy. You're not the stereotypical comedian, like insecure.
Oh, I definitely get down on myself about
really?
about career stuff. And
you're also one of the most. Again, I know this is. We should change this title to the me waxing Dan's car the whole time. But you strike me. You are one of the most disciplined people I've ever met.
Oh, really? That's a great compliment.
I'm always like, because I play this game with myself. It's a fun game that only I know that I'm playing it. So that's how much fun I'm having.
Dan, those are the best games.
100%. Where it's like, how easy can I make it to hang with you and have you still not do it? All right, how about outside your house from 12:30 to 12:35, and I'll buy lunch. Nah, you got to think about it. Okay, fine. So that's my own.
I don't know how you made that compliment to an insult, but I appreciate that.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you have stuff to do, like you put your head down and you do it. It strikes me as you don't dick around. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, weirdly, I think both my parents were in the arts, and they were freelance for my entire youth. Which really means like you work way harder than some schmuck at a desk.
100%.
And they're like you're either doing it or you're not.
Right.
And you know that from like you work on commission.
100%.
You can't. There's no fucking around.
There's no messing around. That's right.
And people work in office jobs. Like to this day, I'm like, what do you do with all your time?
Right.
Like if it's 10 to 6 or 9 to 5, like what do you do for the next 6?
Right.
You just watch Love Island? Is it just it? Is that it? Like, what is happening? Like, what do you get to do?
I feel like with all the AI now in the tracking people are doing, I think I don't know if those days are still going to be around, but but no.
I mean, dude, the Arab Spring is coming to the Midwest.
Okay. Explain that. Like, what do you mean?
In 10 years, like all these like jobs that really people are boring and people should not do.
Right.
Will go away.
Right.
And then you're going to have a bunch of middle-class, college-educated people with no job.
Right.
And when poor people don't have a job, it's normal. And when middle-class people don't have a job, it's a revolution.
Ah, I like that. Oh, that's another thing about you, too, is that, like, you have another rare quality that, you and I don't agree on a lot of things, but you're okay with that.
Oh, I love it.
You love it.
You love it.
But now it's like, oh, no, this guy doesn't feel the same way as me. I can't.
I don't like that. That's upsetting. I think sometimes I get scared with even like Israel views. I don't want someone to like be like hate me.
Right. That's how I feel though with politics. It's like I want to be liked by people.
I actually like I would never do Democrat, Republican. That stuff doesn't bother me, but I definitely think some wealth, like how the economy should be, will rub people the wrong way.
Yes.
And then like I don't like that because I'm like this just I don't run anything.
Right.
Like what do I don't like.
Right. You're not in charge.
I can't do anything.
Right.
It's just like my thoughts and also like. But yeah, I love when people. My favorite's unpopular movie opinions.
Oh.
Like that, because I have tons of them.
Okay.
Wildly unpopular opinions.
Wow.
Like, and like, but I love someone being like, no, I hated that fucking movie. That's my favorite. Like, there's like, because there's like, what's a good movie is like, I don't know. Some days something catches me, right? But like, you know, my favorite is some dude is like, even if it's a movie I like, and they're like, I hate that fucking movie.
Wow.
It's my favorite.
That's amazing.
Like, what's a movie you hated that everyone loves?
Oh gosh, I could say movies I love that everybody hated.
You love
Death to Smoochie. I loved and that got panned by critics.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I thought that was a hysterical film.
Made. You love Made.
I love fucking Made. I love it. I love it. I love it. I quote it. Especially now it's more relevant than ever because it co-stars P Diddy.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
Yeah, he's got a big part in the movie, and that's more relevant than ever now.
Wait, have you ever seen Get Him to the Greek?
Yes, I have. That's another. Is he in that too?
And he plays a maniac. They run from him because he keeps wanting to party.
Oh wow!
And you're like, oh, so you guys all knew, right?
Oh, that's hysterical.
I can't get enough Diddy news, by the way.
So let's talk about that for a second. You know, again, not taking a side on that case. My friend.
Wait, what are the sides?
Well. My friend is a former federal prosecutor, and he said you should look into the RICO laws. And I did. And so check this out. If you induce someone to travel, that could be considered trafficking. So we're both about the same age. We've dated women in other states, right? People have taken a flight to come see us. Hey, come see me in New York. You know, that is considered trafficking under the RICO laws, which is pretty wild, in my opinion, you know. Again, not taking a side, but the laws are pretty nuts.
I mean, I would say because it's to allow. Here would be my take on that is because it is generally for organized crime.
Yes, it's meant for organized crime.
And you want to give a prosecutor a wide berth because chances are they've cleared like a grand jury to being like, hey, this guy's a fucking criminal, and I don't want him getting off on technicality because she bought her ticket even under like threat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's where I'm like,
I'm sure there's reason behind it, but the laws are pretty wild.
I also get why he might not have gotten convicted of a RICO charge, but like he should be in jail.
Yes.
Like,
right.
He should be in jail. Like,
right. Yes.
That's why I got worried. Dan was like, I love an unpopular opinion.
I love an unpopular opinion.
But I was like, is this a pro Diddy podcast?
Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, here comes Harvey Weinstein next, right? Yeah.
I've seen some people in the black community post things about like, well, if he's just paying for prostitutes, what's the problem?
Right. Okay.
And I was like, wow, you really missed the headline.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
You know. But I love Simeon Goodson has a great joke. He's like, this is how you know Diddy did it. He was like, no one in the black community has come out to support him.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Like there's normally like normally even like OJ had somebody, Michael has a ton of people, you know, no one says anything bad about Michael Jordan, even though he's a terrible person. And like nobody's come out to support Diddy.
Right.
You know.
I loved Made though. Made did get panned.
I thought it was really grating.
Okay.
But, like I would give it. What do you love?
Another watch.
What do you love most about Made?
You know what it is, man? All right, so like I'm a diehard Howard Stern fan, and you know Bababoey, Stern's producer. Like
Sure.
I think unconsciously I've wanted my own Bababoey, like my own like bro, so to speak, because I don't know if I'm similar to you in that. I feel like a lot of comics are like this. I got 1,000 acquaintances. I don't have a lot of close friends.
Gotcha.
And so I love a buddy film.
You have an older brother.
I have an older half brother who's fucked up, and I have a younger brother, who's like successful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I didn't grow up with the older brother.
Oh, the younger brother is pissed that like, wait, who got their grad school paid for?
No, he didn't get his grad school paid
Oh, that's
for.
right.
Yeah. No, he wanted his grad school paid for. But yeah, the younger brother successful. But
Do you know when I was a kid, I didn't interrupt. Like, I would beg my family for an older brother.
wow, yeah, I want to talk about
I just
that,
wanted an
yeah.
older brother.
Okay.
And my parents were like, you can't do that. It doesn't. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, just give me an older brother. And they're like, we can't give you an older brother.
That's hysterical. Yeah, so I think I've always wanted like a bro, like I've wanted like my own Bababoey. And,
Yeah, I got
and so
you.
I love a buddy film because you know those guys are tight.
Bababoey, is he white Flavor Flav? Is that,
Oh wow,
is
that's
it like
hysterical.
a hype man? Is like what?
Well, he's just like he's Stern. He's been with Stern so many years, and I find their relationship fascinating. And like Stern just like is horrible towards him, but also loves him. It's like so bizarre. You know? Yeah. So not that I want to be horrible to someone, but you get what I'm saying.
Dan, I think you're a lot of people's Bababoey. more than you deserve.
Okay, maybe I am Bowie, but
Yeah,
my
like
point
the
is,
irony is the thing you want, you've become.
Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, so I think I unconsciously like buddy movies for that reason. But so that's one of the reasons I love Made. Plus, I think it's hysterical. You know, if I was ever in the mob, I would be just like Vince Vaughn in that movie, just trying to like tip everybody. I love that running gag.
I'll watch it again.
Watch it again.
I'll
Give it another go.
Because movies age totally differently.
Totally differently, yeah. What's a movie that I didn't love Sinners, and a lot of people loved that.
I was furious at the movie.
Well, so I didn't. So like, all right, I have a new thing now where
I wasn't furious. It was, if you tell me it's just a like run of the mill vampire movie,
right?
I'm like, that was fun, some cool action,
right?
Moving on. When you tell me it's about the racial history of America, I'm like, wrap it up.
Oh, it's hysterical. Well, you know about Robert Johnson or no?
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be about like Robert Johnson and like that would have been a cool story.
That would have been a cool story.
That would have been cool.
They
and then
didn't
it
do
goes,
that.
yeah.
They didn't do that.
Because it starts off, he's in the Delta, he's in the field, he's got the guitar. I'm like, okay, this is going to be about Robert Johnson and the Delta. Yes,
yeah.
Which would have been pretty cool. But then it kind of just took a turn, and I'm not.
What made me mad is I think that movie wants credit for making allusions, like with an A, not illusions, like allusions. Like they reference stuff, like the blues.
Mm-hmm.
And but then when you put together what that movie's saying, what are you saying? So you're basically saying Irish immigrants tried to steal the blues.
Oh, it's
and I was like, that's not what happened.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Secondary question, why isn't the Klan the vampires? Why, like, what's your, are you stupid?
Right.
Like, just have, like, because there's no deep message there. Like,
yes.
White people tried to kill the blues. That's your big message.
Right.
And actually, I think the most consistent message in the movie is actually that if you date a white lady, she will ruin your life.
Oh, it's so funny.
Right? Like, that's really when you look at what's actually in the movie and not in the press, and not what Ryan Coogler is saying,
right.
And not what Michael B. Jordan's saying, and B. Jordan Michael, whichever character he happens to be playing. Like, they will try and tell you that there's this big thing about the black experience. And it was like, but you didn't make the Klan vampires.
Oh, it's funny.
And then guess what? They only work at night. They wear hoods.
Oh, that's genius.
Like, why aren't the Klan vampires? And then you're making your point, which is a stupid point, by the way. You're like, yeah, dude, we all know.
Yes.
Black people came up with the blues.
Yes.
And then people tried to take it.
Yes.
And did take it, by the way.
Yes.
But then also, like, I don't know. But like Led Zeppelin made something different.
Right,
so
right.
What? Like, or hip hop guess what? Hip hop sampled people for years and didn't pay those artists. Like, I don't know. That's just how it works. But like but to say it's about anything other than vampires in a small southern town is dumb.
Do you ever get down on yourself?
Yeah, I think career stuff's hard. Show business is hard. Like, you don't think you're where you should be.
Right.
You're not working as much as you want to be.
Are you like a planner, or are you a guy that's like that thinks 3 years out, 5 years out?
No, actually not. I can't do it. It's like there's people we work with, they're incredibly unfunny and they definitely plan. And they're doing great because of it.
Right.
I just the monotony of the hustle gets to me. It's just like, then it just feels like a day job.
Right.
But that's the irony is like, but then you want comedy to be all your income,
right?
Then you make it a day job,
right? I feel like you're revered though amongst a lot. I mean, people so our mutual friend Craig, we first bonded over one of your jokes. We talked about how much it was the racist hat joke.
Oh
yeah,
Yo Hat.
Yo Hat.
No, that was
the guy, the
mystery hat.
The mystery hat.
Yeah,
yes,
mystery hat.
Yes.
For all the listeners out there, it's a show that does not exist. About a detective hat that whispers how to solve mysteries in your ear, and then just find a dumb blonde lady in Bushwick, because at this time lots of like dumb blonde ladies were wearing like fedoras.
Right.
And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if that hat told her how to solve mysteries?
Right.
It was a detective show where this like really ditzy blonde lady is solving mysteries because the hat is telling her what to do, but also saying a bunch of 1950s racist stuff to her.
I know, right?
And she's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't trust Chinamen. My
favorite was Hell Cop. Remember Hell Cop?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing what I walk like what you keep in your brain? Like
I still try and develop Hell Cop. There's been.
But I'm saying, but the fact that I remember this is like that. I just.
It's a good idea. That's why.
It's a great idea, but I think like I can remember like anything important. I'm sure there's something right now I'm like forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing, but I have Hell Cop in my brain.
Joanna can't remember the name of her relatives, and like 2 bars of like The Lonesome Loser by Little River Band comes on. She's like, oh, LRB. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
LRB.
By the way, for the listeners, Hell Cop is about the only cop in hell, and nobody's happy to see him.
Which, if you had to choose comedy, filmmaking, do you have a?
I still like, I just finished the screenplay. I tried to write a mainstream baseball movie.
I'm telling you, man, you're disciplined, man. You do not fuck around.
I would always like to do both.
Okay.
I think what happened in like 2000, somewhere between like 2012 and 2015, I made a bunch of short films. I was just getting diminishing returns on it, and I just couldn't see how to like make it work without spending tons of money and like things going on YouTube and everything. At that point, like it's like 2012, you put something on YouTube, it could take off. And then every year after that, it just got less and less. And I think that now like you can put something on YouTube and it gets 2 views. If you don't have a ton of followers, you don't pay to have it promoted. So like I didn't see the way forward. And then like to make a whole movie, you need like real investment, right? Like where the first like shorts I was doing like just on Kickstarter, you get a couple G's and it was good enough. And now, so I got diminishing returns, and then, but I've been writing screenplays the whole time. But yeah, I would definitely want to I want to at least get one. Like one good one.
Okay.
Okay. That would, but to me, there's not a difference.
Okay.
Meaning like, I can do both.
Okay.
If anyone, I'm sure the Hollywood community will be highly invested in this podcast to hear. Some guy on the Lower East Side wants to do stand-up and make movies.
Oh, wow, that's funny. All right, this segment's called All the AI in the World, but I Can't.
Okay.
So, like, I'll tell you what happened to me. So I'm going through this, horrible divorce, and I
can
have
see
to
the 2 different socks.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah,
you became like a bachelor immediately.
It's hysterical. By the way, I learned today that I'm actually better off committing a crime than I am getting divorced, because I found that if you commit a crime, you will get a resolution quicker, and there's clearer guidelines than if you get it. This divorce thing,
someone can end it.
Someone can end it. It's just ridiculous. But that's a separate thing. So anyways, I had to get my Zelle history from my bank.
Sick.
And they Chase, because Zelle's a third-party app.
Yeah.
Only keeps it for a year. So I have 400 pages of printouts that I had to get mailed to me, hard copy, so I can see my checking account statements for the last 4 years. So all the AI in the world, and I can't get a quick summary of that. So that's where I'm going with this.
This is really boring for the podcast. If you just have any, that's why I always have email notifications, because here's a good example. Lowe's, I wanted to figure out, this air conditioner is 10 years old. I want to figure out what kind I bought.
Okay.
Lowe's only keeps your history for like 2 years. But if you have email notifications, your Gmail still has.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So for Zelle, I always have a Gmail notification sent.
Okay.
Because you're right. I was totally unaware that they stopped.
I think this is 2025. Surely they can. I've been zelling for.
Because they don't have to, because they're not a bank.
Yes. Yeah. So that's my all. Anything you have this like all the AI in the world, but like what is still fucked up, or what's still
all the AI in the world, but people still won't veer right on an escalator. Just fucking veer right. Slow lane, express lane, let's go.
Put it out for the other people. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You know where they do it the most? The airport. Like, you fat fucks in your wheel suitcases. Like, just move the fuck over.
Oh,
like, some people have the places to go.
Hysterical. All right, this is a segment called Either Or. Mortgage or improv?
Wait, what?
Mortgage or improv?
Mortgage?
Or improv. Either or, you got to pick.
Having a mortgage or doing improv?
Or maybe going to improv, I don't know. Seeing improv. I don't know.
I love how poorly thought out some of these are.
There we go, the critiques.
Mortgage or improv is the craziest question. But mortgage is implying you own a home, right? So you can either own a home or do improv?
Or go to improv? I don't know.
I'll take mortgage.
Okay.
Easy.
Colonoscopy or improv?
Now we're saying improv like in a troupe.
Yeah.
Right? Not like just riffing, like proper improv. Like
proper improv.
Like a Laugh Olympics type.
A Laugh Olympic, yeah, right.
Colonoscopy.
Okay. UCB or the Pit?
I mean, at least the one where you could have a chance of being successful.
Right.
So
okay.
UCB, I guess. Like.
Oh man. Let's see, we covered a lot of these notes here. So, did they get a happy childhood?
Oh, I would have said yes.
Okay.
My therapist would say no.
But there's a lot of pain there. Am I wrong?
There's a lot of stuff.
But maybe also like you don't know what you don't know kind of a thing too.
Definitely, I didn't. I would definitely say I would pretty routinely tell my therapist childhood memories.
Okay.
And her face, I was like, I think it's a fun or funny memory.
Right.
And she's like horrified.
Right.
So that is, I would say it's a lot of what you don't know, you don't know.
Right, exactly. Like at the time it seemed normal to you.
Yeah,
or
like I don't know any better. And then now, like especially like with being married to a lady with like a semi-normal family.
Right.
They don't like get along.
Right.
But they're like normal. She's always like, ugh. So that's never good when you tell someone a childhood memory and they're like, ugh.
Do you think you have to be unhappy to be funny?
Ooh.
I know that I wrestle with this a lot.
Ooh. No.
Okay.
No. But you cannot be content with the way things are to be funny.
Okay.
So you don't have to be unhappy.
Okay.
But you can't walk around being like everything's great. Like I think in some way. Like there's a big comedy spectrum. Like I don't know that Emo Phillips is unhappy.
Right.
But he definitely would like things to be different.
Okay.
Because like think about it, when you do like weirdo one-liners, you're like a guy who like or a lady who just does not want to be part of the way things are.
Right.
I would say in general.
Right.
You'd like a Maria Bamford.
Yes.
Like a Stephen Wright. They do not care. Like you wouldn't ask them about like, what do you think about Iraq?
Right.
Like, they don't,
right.
They don't care. But so they don't want, I would say they're more interested in something else.
Okay. And
then you have like real mainstream people. But I think the more mainstream you get and the more you're like, isn't everything great? Late, like isn't being married great? It gets less and less funny.
Okay.
But there are definitely people in our business who are needlessly unhappy because of their attachment to comedy.
Okay. Interesting.
And also the thing that makes you funny doesn't need to be everywhere in your life. That's what I was like, me and my therapist will talk about. I mean, like that is funny, but you can't, it like sometimes you can over apply the thinking that makes you funny to other stuff.
Right.
So no, you do not need to be unhappy, but you can also not, but you should not be doing comedy if you just think the world's great.
Right.
And as it should be.
You believe in God?
Don't care.
Don't care.
You couldn't care less.
Right.
I would be upset if you said I was an atheist.
Really?
And I was like, no, I don't want you to even think I put a second of thought into it.
Really? I think about this a lot recently. I don't know why.
I think about it. I think it's I think it's the worst question. Not
really?
Like, I mean, you should ask it, but I'm also I am so uninterested.
Really?
If there was,
you and I have something in common. We both lost a parent, so
yeah.
Did that change your? Oh yeah, that's my other question. Did that change anything that you feel about the world or anything like that, or no?
No, I thought it would change more. It's like it is upsetting, but yeah, I think with God, I'm like, oh, if there was a Google News alert being like God discovered, I would not click it.
Right. In a pancake. Right. Yeah. It's always in a pancake. But yeah.
No,
yeah.
Oh, in general.
Oh, yeah.
Like, period. Like, science has proof of divine intervention. I was like, I wouldn't even click it.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, and they're like, the article is a 2-minute read. I'm like, nah, not interested.
Wow.
Just uninteresting.
Explain that. Like, why?
What would it matter?
What would it change?
Yeah, what would it change?
Right.
Nothing. It would change nothing. Like, because I would just argue, like, yeah, what could it possibly affect my life?
Okay.
I was thinking about it, like people think they think it's like a big deal question. I'm like, there could be no less serious question to me.
Okay.
I'm like, don't care.
Okay.
And the fact that atheists make a thing about it and are like fucking up in arms about it,
Right.
like fucking move on.
Well, that's why I say that I can't, I mean, not to get on a God thing, but that's why I never say I'm an atheist, because I know myself so well. And if, God forbid, no pun intended, I got like a cancer diagnosis, I'd be the first one in the shul. On turbulence, I pray on takeoff. I keep kosher for 24 hours. I have lots of weird ass stuff that I do. You know, what's that expression? There's no atheists in foxholes.
Yeah.
That's me. That's 100% me.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was scared, I'd be like, I don't know, whatever. Like,
what else can you do?
Whatever,
you know,
what do you got?
Right.
So that's what I mean. Like, but it wouldn't affect anything.
It wouldn't affect anything in terms of what you're doing now.
Yeah, or if I got scared and I was like, God, like, and like whether he's there or not, I'm still gonna ask, right?
Right. Well, like, cause I don't think Seinfeld strikes me as like the nicest guy, but I rewatched the Comedian documentary recently, and
by the way, a bunch of money and fame hasn't made him nicer. What a shock.
But and it's like he's I don't know how recently you've seen it. I know it's a couple years old, but he's talking to Orny Adams.
2015?
No, I want to say like 02, 03.
Oh fuck,
yeah,
that is old.
Yeah, it's real.
It's
old.
burned into my brain.
I know, right? Yeah.
Because that one, I mean, I don't know. Actually, you know what the remarkable thing is? Because I think Seinfeld just got dickier. That he actually comes off looking good.
Yes.
In that movie, and then to Orny Adams' discredit, you're like, dude, Jerry's pretty unlikable.
Right.
I think he's one of the most unlikable comics.
Yes, but in the documentary, Orny Adams is complaining to Seinfeld about, you know, my friends all have corporate jobs, and I'm this like broke guy. And Seinfeld, in his very smug tone, says, "Is there something you'd rather be doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm not really." And that's kind of what I tell myself. It's like everything I'm doing, I pretty much would be doing anyway. You know, so.
Oh, but by the way, unpopular opinion. I can't stand his comedy. And
Seinfeld.
I can't stand him.
Orny Adams or Seinfeld? Oh,
Seinfeld.
Okay, yeah.
I actually think I'd rather watch an Orny Adams.
Wow. He's still around, right, Orny Adams?
I don't
I'm
care.
Sure, yeah.
Do not care.
So the next episode to this is we're going to do the Google alert. God has found and Orny Adams has a new special, and you have to be conflicted.
His new special is called "Fucking the Stool."
Oh man.
Yeah, Jerry. Like actually, like that's the big one. Where, like civilians will ask you questions.
Yes.
They're like, "Well, Jerry's the best, right?" And I was like, I actually somebody we know goes, "Well, Jerry won comedy," and I was like, first off, you can't win comedy,
right?
And second off, Jerry Seinfeld's comedy is so fucking boring.
Oh, it's hysterical.
No one will say it. You know what it is? He's in like the late Carlin phase when he's like just saying things.
Right.
It's just it's just an old man saying lists.
Right.
And everyone has to pretend like he's this like grand dame of comedy.
Right.
Because he made a ton of money, and that's it. I Can't Stand B movie. It's so boring. It is like endless.
It's in my top 5.
Is it really?
I've never seen it.
When I hear Jerry's comedy, I get anxiety.
Oh my God.
Because it's just a guy listing things or telling you an idea that you get immediately.
Yeah.
And then spends another 5 minutes
proving the idea and reinforcing it. Yeah.
And like following the comedy rules.
Yeah.
He's like, Jerry Seinfeld reminds me of what they said Tim McCarver, the baseball broadcaster.
Okay.
Someone didn't like Tim goes, yeah, Tim's the kind of guy where you ask him what time it is and he tells you how a watch works.
Oh, how to watch work. Yeah.
And I was like, that's Jerry Seinfeld's comedy. And you're like, yeah, Jerry, the hair is in the shower.
Oh my God.
Move the fuck on.
So good. So funny.
Also dating a 16-year-old and
everybody forgets that.
Everyone forgets.
Everybody forgets
it's
that.
Weird.
I told my friend that, and he was like, "Wow, I totally forgot about that."
Yeah, everyone was just fine with it. A busty 16-year-old Jew. Everyone was just like, "Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I don't know."
Yeah, people were like, "So Seinfeld's the man for that." I think they were like hyping him up for it.
Back then, that was like, well, I mean, it was like the R. Kelly thing. Everyone knew he married Aaliyah at 14.
Right.
And everyone was
great
like,
reference.
And they're like, and everyone's like, oh, they're musicians.
Right.
That's just what happens. They sing and it's okay.
Right. Is this going better than you thought?
I think so.
Okay. You think I have something here? Or you think I'm jerking off in the wind here, or what?
That's what you should call this podcast. You think I have something?
You think I have something?
And I want you to be 100 episodes deep and keep asking me like, should I keep going? Do you think I have something here? That's what I think. I'm not even serious. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like that's what you should call it. Do I have something here?
Okay.
And every episode is just you wondering, Is this
But I am
something?
genuinely. I mean, you do fascinate me. I've admired you for a long time.
appreciate that.
You've always been, like I said, you've always been great to me, regardless of what
Listen, Dan, I think you're a really funny stand-up, and I also think you're a great interviewer.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
You think I'm doing a good job?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
You're
man.
doing a great
That means a
job.
lot.
I think the problem is sometimes you interview people while they're just hanging out, and you're like, and people are like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude? I'm just hanging out."
Right.
But this is like channeling one of your best skills
Oh, thank you, man.
to like in something that actually could go somewhere other than just annoying someone at a bar.
Oh, it's hysterical. So what I did was, I'll tell you, I did this recently. So I'm in this comedian's basketball game with Jeff and some other people, and this was last year. I don't think I told you this. You'll love this. So
You know what we should do? One day we should get commentators and shoot that comedian basketball game like it's a real NBA game with with like highlight reels and slow-mos.
Yeah, so Jeff roasts me because I'm obsessed with, I get everyone's bio in the game because, so for example, last Sunday I play, this kid puts me on skates, like dunks. I'm like, this kid is a freakish athlete. And I'm like,
someone's dunking in the comedian basketball game?
I'm getting to that. I go, did you play high school ball? And he goes, yeah, I played a little bit of college too. I'm like, where? He goes, Colorado State. I'm like, you play D1 basketball? Like, what the?
He does stand-up?
Yeah. This kid Elon. Yeah, but Elon, some nice guy. But it's just like, so like, I'm the only guy in the game that didn't play ball on any kind of organized level. So I just like to know what's going on. Yeah. And so like this other kid, Mike Mancusi, he's like a 5'8" white kid, but he played like D3, like doesn't miss. He makes like 23.
Oh, yeah.
I just like to know the deal. And so Jeff roasts me because I'm always getting everyone's bio. But last year, I'm one of the older guys at the game. I'm definitely like one of the only guys with kids. And I'm like, I'm really into comedy history. And I'm like, what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking prove to Jeff something. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I printed out a picture of Sam Kinison, Dice, Gallagher, and all these. I had like this Microsoft clip art of these guys. And I went to the game and I was asking these young kids, I'm like, who's that? Who's that? I'm thinking like they're not going to know any of them. Everyone knew every single one. I was a fucking idiot. So not only did the people think I'm a nut job, they're like, why the fuck is this guy coming up to me, showing me pictures of Dice and asking me like,
oh, it's so embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
Because I was just like convinced. I'm like, no one is going to know anyone on these photos. And yeah.
That's a real old guy thing. Like
It really is.
I was watching Daily Show last night. They had Steve Kroft on from 60 Minutes. He's old.
Yeah.
Steve Kroft's old. And he comes out and goes, does your audience even know what 60 Minutes is? And you're like, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, it's 60 Minutes. Like, even if you don't have like cable, you know what the fuck it is. But that's like, old people go like, I use the telephone. Do you people know what that is?
Right,
and everyone's like, yeah, we know what a telephone is.
Right.
Like, it's so funny that you...
I totally did that, yeah.
Gallagher might be the one that I would be surprised
I
if
had
people...
Gallagher, Dice, Sam Kinison. I don't think I had Emo Phillips. That would have been a good
Emo
one.
would have been like a harder one.
That would have been a harder one, but I'm just
like Richard Jenny would be a hard...
Richard Jenny, right? Yeah.
I don't know if he deserves to be...
Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to show these guys.
I don't know if the Platypus Man deserves to be in that echelon, but like, I'm surprised about Gallagher. I'm surprised anyone knows who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, right. Well, I think he had like remember he walked out on the he had like a resurgence, and then he was known as like this kind of like hacky guy in the like he would do all these like Midwestern spots. But
who are your next interviews, Dan?
It's a great question. Yeah, so we're wrapping up here. So I'm gonna try to get Jeff at some point. Lance wanted to do this at the same day. Oh, that's my other thing too. So the Pee Wee Herman doc, which I know you didn't like.
I did not like it. That's a longer. I have a longer
discussion. But one line from the documentary stuck with me. When he was at art school, he was talking about people that live as conceptual people. Sure. And I'm thinking like that applies to a lot of people that we know.
Oh. Wait, say more about that. I'm not sure I know.
Meaning that like this isn't really who you are, but it's like
you've chosen to be.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be this nut job, and so this is what a nut job would do, and I'm a conceptual person. I'm no longer like
You know, it's funny. Like when I talk to my therapist, I think I'm that, and she's like, "What are you talking about?"
No, I don't think so at all. Yeah.
But in my head, I think I'm making choices.
Okay.
And my therapist is like, "You make zero choices. This is just who you are." Yes. And I was like, "No, I chose." She's like, "You've been the same the entire time."
Right.
Which always makes me laugh because I think I'm in charge of this shit, and she's like, "You're absolutely not in charge of this shit."
Okay.
But yeah, we definitely know people. I'm trying to think about that. Who like, yeah, there's always comics who are like they just become this person.
Right.
In the pole dance community, I see a lot of that.
Oh, that's right. We never even talked about that. Yeah.
We have not even talked about that.
Right. I'm not sure we'll have enough tape on the
on the digital recorder.
On the digital recorder for the pole dance conversation. Oh, but the last thing I'll say, wrapping up here.
Yeah.
So like, back to like, this apartment actually has taken me back because, you were nice enough to book me pre-COVID, which by the way, like, I'm sure you agree with this. Everything with my time now is pre-COVID, post-COVID. It's like, that's how I measure time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I was in this room and it felt like this area is a beautiful area, but like, it is kind of like a never land in a sense of people who, are just, there's a lot of alternative people in this hood. And it's like,
Ooh, I just for the listeners, we're in the Lower East Side, for New York. I by the way, I'm being like a real like old. You ever see Norm Macdonald used to do that bit where like, because like Regis Philbin and old school broadcasters would always interrupt.
Yes.
To make sure like people listening understood
the reference.
But then Norm Macdonald would take it to a crazy thing, be like, someone would be like, well, when Kennedy shot, and he'd go, you mean when John F. Kennedy was shot in Dallas? Like he would like,
right, he would get super detailed.
Yeah,
about
like
something everyone knew.
Yeah, everyone something. But we're in the Lower East Side. The irony is, you think it's super new school down here. None of those people live here.
100%. But like my stupid joke is
they
like,
just hang out here. Like
so all the Orthodox Jews in like Muncie take this bus to the city every day called the Peter Pan line, and that's like the bus that like goes to like Lower East Side and Williamsburg too.
They don't have their own thing.
No, apparently that's
like the one time Jews didn't like get their own bus line. You fucking kidding me?
It's hysterical.
Peter Pan sucks, dude.
Yeah, but
you ever ride?
I've never ridden in one, thank God. But so I remember I was in this room. There were all these like sexy dancers and stuff, and I was like talking to people, and I feel like as soon as people knew I had like kids, I was like this like sad married guy. I felt like there was like the hex on me, you know what I mean? And it was just so funny. It's like this kid is like a grown up. We're in this own. I don't know if grown up is the right word, but like I lead a very traditional life, and I'm fascinated by people that.
You're a trad wife.
Yes, I'm fascinated by people that have like alternative lifestyles because I'm so vanilla in my life.
I would say after knowing tons of people with alternative lifestyles, it all ends up the same way.
I agree.
And it's just not. I mean, go do your thing, but also the time, like the more you push against it, the more you end up in a regular.
Well, it's funny that you say that. So I'm watching this interview with an adult film star, forgot who, and she was talking about how.
I feel like you didn't forget who, but you just don't want to say.
I just don't want to. I don't want to. I haven't been endorsed by her yet to. I'm not getting paid to do that, but. Anyways, so I'm watching this interview and where she's talking about how her and her ex-husband were swingers for like 10 years and how her ex-husband would like pick the dude she would bang and it'd be like a whole thing. And I thought to myself, so you basically had an arrangement. It's like why do most people break up, right? Hey, I want to hook up with other people. So you basically had an arrangement where you were allowed to do whatever you wanted with whoever you wanted, and you still got divorced. It's like it's literally like the end result is the same, even though you're beginning couldn't have been any less, you know what I mean? Like that was fascinating.
Showtime had this incredibly boring show called Polyamory.
Okay.
And they followed 3 polyamorous couples in their pods.
Yeah.
And it was like watching the People's Court.
Yes.
Where like every day it's a new dispute about how you've interpreted the rules. You did the rules wrong.
Yeah.
Or invariably like, hey, just don't fuck them in my bed.
Right.
And then guess what someone does?
But that's what I'm saying is that like, yeah, because to your point about alternative lifestyles, it's the same. It's like, but.
Everyone should have wiggle room. I think it's good. I would say this. The new world we live in is the same world we've always lived in, but it's nice that people are comfortable having more wiggle room.
Okay.
Expound
on that.
Well, because we're just straight dudes and like our needs are like what traditional thing is just built around what we'd already want. That's right. That's why we're comfortable with it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Because it's a system set up by us for us.
Right.
It's our FUBU.
Right.
And like, so then that's why you're like, hey, why don't you do this thing? And it's like, well, because you already have the thing that is best for you. But then there's a bunch of people who are not straight dudes who just like that system doesn't work for them.
Right.
And so sometimes they end up so sometimes the thing that works for straight dudes works for them and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, interesting.
So that's what I think you're saying. You're like, hey, why does everyone end up back at this thing I already like? It's because it's just like, it'd be like, it's like an ice cream flavor of like, yeah, chocolate ice cream is delicious. Most people like it. But then if you're one of the handful of people that doesn't like chocolate, you just want options.
Right.
And so then everyone goes, look at these people who don't like chocolate.
I see what you're saying.
And you're like, you're overly focused on this thing that you're like is a minority of the population, but then they should be allowed to be like, yeah, I want fucking pistachio.
Right. Okay. I get you.
You know what I mean? But I think that's all you're missing is that you're like, you live in this system that's made for you. And you're like, why doesn't everyone love this?
That's hysterical.
I mean, that's true of many things, right?
That's true.
And most people in their lives of like, they live in some system that you're like, oh, this is like, why doesn't everyone do this? And you're like, because I hate it. Think about Trump voters, like, they don't want to like, most of them live in a rural place where they don't have to interact with anybody. And they would look at living in a city and be like, what is wrong?
Right.
And then when New Yorkers move out, right? And to like, they get more space.
Right.
They get more family. They can move to the suburbs.
Right.
That every Trump voter goes, see? Cities don't work. And you're like, no, that's not what your takeaway is. It just, things change for that person.
It is fascinating. I mean, again, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, I was in Suffolk County yesterday. And it's just amazing how it's like.
Have they recovered from the Donnie election? They still scared? Even though none of them can vote?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a whole other, but it is amazing how like I could have been in Alabama. I mean, it's just wild, but it's not that far. I was 20 miles on the island, and it was like I went in a machine, and I was like transported on the other side.
Dude,
like, it's nuts, man.
We've talked about this. Long Island, Austin, Texas, LA. If you took a still photo of a like supermarket parking lot, other than palm trees, you would not know the difference.
Right.
And it could be Indianapolis. My theory is most of the country is just a gas station and a supermarket, and there's nothing interesting there.
Well, it's like the dice line. If it's not New York or LA, it's Iowa. I love that.
It is. But that is true. Like most of the country, I mean, there's like a handful of places that are a little interesting and different, but like they're small pockets.
Small. And
it's mostly just suburbs. Like endless piles of suburbs and Best Buys and like whatever, like giant Michaels.
A Michaels,
yeah. Like most of the country's a Michaels and a supermarket.
Maybe a Panera Bread if you're lucky, Last question, we're wrapping up. If you weren't in New York, where would you be? Where do you think?
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you like LA? I've always got.
I'm very neutral.
Very neutral.
I don't want to be a hater.
Right.
But it's not like anything.
It's not like anything.
So like it's just like some people have an amazing life there and some people don't.
Yes.
And I don't.
It feels like it's totally one or the other though. There, I don't know.
I mean, actually, you know what? Because even if this is why I'm neutral. Even if I had money, I would never live in Miami. If I had money, I would live in LA.
Oh, interesting.
Meaning, like, if I had meaning you're rich, like, would you live in Miami? I was like, no, because Miami to me is only good if you're rich.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
or people think that you're rich more, yeah, right? Which is
So now the question is, am I still doing stand up, or it's just a fantasy where I just live anywhere?
That's a good question. Yeah, let's say you hit it big, you get your development deal, whatever,
I just get to live.
Yeah.
But I gotta live there year round.
Yeah, let's say
it's
year
round. My primary residence.
Primary residence.
Ooh, this is tough.
It's tough.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, I have tons of money. I'm here for the majority of my time. I would still do New York.
Really?
Because then the options also too for the rest of the year.
Right.
Like, I would fly somewhere else.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like I'd get a house in another country.
Right.
Like on a beach somewhere or like in the mountains. But,
okay.
Yeah, but I would not. But like primary residence, like day in, day out, I would still stay here.
Okay.
Your last question, just so you can to fulfill my criticism.
Oh my God, I love it, man.
Your last question should be every time you should go, is this something?
Well, I told you, like, I'm sure in our lifetime I'm gonna have a Goodman GPT where it's just the critiques and just like you put it in, it's like, no, you fucking idiot, it's this, and you know what I mean? Like, that's my. I'm sure that's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I'll do the chat. Why is it so hard to say chat GPT?
Yeah.
You know what annoys me? It never says I don't know. And when it doesn't know, it just makes up an answer. I was like, I'll tell you I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So it's funny that you say that. So I have a love-hate for Paul Stanley of Kiss. Totally separate story. But
by the way, you're the only person who has a love-hate. Everyone else just has a hate.
Well, the audiobook was if you're bored, you should.
You've told me this.
You have to do it. Even if you hate, you're gonna hate him. You're gonna whatever. But anywho, Billy Corgan is interviewing him on this. Billy Corgan's actually a pretty good interviewer, which I was shocked by.
That.
And
I don't know why it's funny. We all think he's a douche.
He is kind of a douche. He's like an evolved douche
because of like the image.
Yeah.
But like he's not Moby. But in my head, he seems like he's Moby.
He looks kind of like Moby now.
Right, but do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins when they were out, never seemed like a band you wanted to hang with.
No.
Where like Nirvana, like even though Kurt's all moody,
Yeah.
you'd be like, no, I still want to hang with Nirvana.
Right. Yeah.
But Smashing Pumpkins, you're like, I don't want to hang out with those dudes. Oh, that's where like also you like, there's nothing wrong with Michael Stipe, but you also think it's gonna be like Michael Stipe.
Okay, interesting.
But what's Billy? But Billy Corgan's like seems like semi-normal, right?
Well, I think he's evolved and he's like he reflects, but he's like a good. I find people fascinating that like shot to the moon and then came down a little bit. So he's got a good perspective on things. But he's interviewing Paul Stanley and he's saying that I put in GPT, who are the top 10 American rock and roll bands, and it came back with, not Kiss. Like Kiss wasn't in the top 10. And
that's so
Corgan,
great.
And he chats back, why isn't Kiss in the top 10? And GPT says, well, it's something about their music. They only had a few hit albums and just like.
That's great.
And it's just
I love that.
Freaky as hell to me because like, I have a child and I could see my kid come into me with some nonsense and be like, why do you think that's what the GPT said? And I'm like, who's in, I don't know. I'm just, that's nuts.
I never read the AI results. Like
I don't read it either.
It's just, because it's really like always junk. And you know what's always annoying is like, if it's on like an Apple product and you ask it, it like gives you the wrong thing. Like, go to your settings. I'm like, I'm in settings. It just like doesn't know.
Right.
And again, always will tell you it knows.
Yes.
My favorite Smashing Pumpkins story is,
I want to hear this. Yeah.
It's not my story, it's someone else's story.
Yeah.
My friend Eric talked about being at a house party in the late 90s.
Okay.
It's out of control. It's the fall. And all these dudes are on top of this girl's roof. And she has like, I guess her parents have like an actual pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And everyone's hammered and throwing the pumpkins off the roof.
Okay.
And she comes up furious, be like, guys, not cool.
Okay.
And this dude smashes a pumpkin on the pavement and goes, not cool. It's the #1 alternative rock band in America. I thought that was so funny.
It's little things in life.
Well, Dan, this is definitely something. I appreciate you coming to my house.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me over here. Beautiful home.
Check those notes that are mostly just a drawing of a dinosaur and the letter C.
I got to put it portrait landscape mode just to see, I don't have anything here. Okay, go. No, this is great, man. Thank you so much. Let's hope the audio comes out good, and yeah, we're good.
Dan Pod. It's Dan's Pod. Dan talking with friends every single day. Once a week. It feels like it. Asking questions, no awkward moments. Right, okay. Dan Pod. You'll think I have something. It's Dan's Pod.